Okay, what is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Sangaloo, the sports show that gives you the goods.
Yeah, welcome back, people. Moshope and Tele in the house. You know the vibes. Let's get to it.
Let's get right into it. And no better place to start than Egypt versus Nigeria. Nigerians were shocked when they saw that game. They did not expect what they saw.
Yeah, man, I didn't expect that. I haven't seen the Super Eagles flying like that in years, to be honest. Like, how do you see it?
I mean, I think Nigeria actually played. They played well. There was cohesion. The players seemed to know what they were doing. But I think later, like towards the closing stages of the game, they kind of trailed off.
Yeah, so it was a good game generally. The Kelechi goal was crazy. That's definitely up there for goal of the tournament. No Osimhen, no Dennis, no problem. Our star boy from day one doing his thing. He linked up play, he held it up, he passed the ball around. As in, I was super proud of Kelechi doing that, man.
It was amazing to see Moses Simon actually pick up the gauntlet for us on the left-hand side. We've had a mainstay there for, undislodgeable. Is that English proper?
We have it now.
Undislodgeable, he couldn't be moved. Ahmed Musa, he had that part of the pitch covered for so long. Super Eagles captain, but Moses Simon seems to be the future on that side.
Yeah, Moses ran riot. Like, the Egyptians haven't seen Moses moving like that since the biblical days.
Since the biblical days,
It was great to see. When Awoni went off for Sadiq, he came on, he balled. Chukwueze went off for Ejike, he came on, he balled. So
Ejike, didn't really ball.
He balled though. He looked brighter than Chukwueze to me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He looked like he wanted to take his 2 minutes of fame and run with it.
Because the truth of the matter is we needed that second goal. Like, Nigeria should have scored more. We
Definitely.
Dominated them most of the game, and yeah, he was aggressive, and that's what I like to see from my wingers, man.
Yeah, I think to wrap up the Nigeria versus Egypt game, with the Nigerian side pocketed Mohamed Salah. It was unreal. He was shocked. There's a meme going around of him saying, Eba mi Arnold, please let me call Arnold. And then also to another honorable mention, I think Zaidu Sanusi on the left-hand side of defense, left back, he played amazing for Nigeria. And so moving on from the Nigeria versus Egypt game, another game in the Afcon that got everybody talking, Tunisia versus Mali. And what was it really? The referee, Janu Sinziwe, or is it Jani Sinziwe, from Zambia actually, he made himself the center of attraction, the whole game.
Bro, talk about a referee grabbing the headlines. He said this one is not about the players, no skills, no nothing.
He took the headlines like this.
I'm here to shine. So this I went down, Sha. I know everybody has heard about, so obviously he ended the game early. But before that even happened, like, he was already tweaking. So yeah, the game started. In this match, in the second half of this match, there were 3 VAR checks, 2 penalties, and a red card. This is the same match where he ended the match at the 85th minute, and so he blew the whistle at the 85th minute and just started strolling off the pitch. He wasn't even trying to shake anybody's hand.
Bro.
So obviously there were protests. They said, "Oh yeah, let's ball again." They started balling again. Then what happened?
It was just amazing throughout, and it was unseen, unheard of. 85th minute, this guy decided he had seen enough of the game, and he blew the whistle and he walked off the pitch. Normally, referees would come to the center of the pitch. His assistants would come and meet him at the center of the pitch, shake hands, and everybody leaves. But this one, he was tired. He walked off. They called him back.
It's hot now. They've been talking about the heat there now.
Well, maybe the heat was messing with him.
They happen now.
85th minute, he did that. They called him back, and then 89 minutes, 50 seconds. There's still about 15 minutes to go, and then there's still time for extra time. We talked about the VAR stops, so there could have been extra time to be given. But this guy said no, he had seen enough. 89 minutes, 50 seconds into the game, he called it off. And then moving on from that, everybody went crazy.
They had to bring security to escort him. And
security had to escort him off.
I'm really sure that's not the end of this. We're going to hear more.
That wasn't the end of it. Even right there and then, they did all the post-match formalities, post-match press conference, handed out man of the match trophy and everything. Then they now called both teams out to come and play the remaining 1 minute of the game. Tunisia did not agree. They changed it for them.
They agree.
They said no.
We agree.
That wasn't all. They said they weren't playing, and then they immediately sent a formal request to CAF to have that game replayed.
I mean, yeah, it was crazy, and you actually wouldn't expect this because this is an experienced referee. This is a referee that has been at the World Cup. He has refereed 2 World Cup games. He has refereed CAF championships.
CAF Champions League.
He's a man with his stripes.
But that's also another thing that's interesting because he has been charged with corruption in one game. I think it was an Esperance game in the CAF Champions League. He was charged for corruption. The case was thrown out, and then I think he was suspended for a bit. And he's just a questionable character.
Do with that information what you choose, his previous offenses.
I think he's a questionable character. Okay, moving on from that one, there was another game, there were many other games, but one that really caught Chopsy's interest, Equatorial Guinea versus Ivory Coast. Why was that one really interesting to you?
I like that game for a couple of reasons, because first of all, I like the Ivory Coast squad. They have a lot of talented players that we all know.
Remember, I told you they're most likely to.
Yeah, as in you're backing them, but stay backing them, Sha.
I mean, no.
So yeah, they have a lot of talented players that we all know. Wilfred Zaha, Nicolas Pepe, Cornet, Haller, the top goal scorer in the Champions League.
In the Champions League at the moment.
They're an exciting side for sure. But it was interesting to see that Zaha and Pepe were both benched. Really lets you know that Afcon doesn't care about who you are, doesn't care about your reputation. So yeah, instead of both of them, we saw Cornet and Guedo balling. Guedo has over 90 caps for Ivory Coast, and he showed that. The goal he scored was sensational. 1-0 Ivory Coast. They could have had more, but they'll take it. It's a great start to the tournament for Ivory Coast.
Definitely a great start to the tournament for Ivory Coast. 3 points on the board, moving on to the next game. Very good 3 points for Ivory Coast. They move on to the next game with maximum amount of confidence. Another game I want us to talk about, Mauritania versus Gambia.
Yeah, this was an interesting game for two reasons, both football and non-footballing reasons.
Right.
To start off the game, another Afcon mishap. Mauritania recently changed their national anthem since 2017. I guess the officials at Afcon didn't get the memo. The 2017 anthem had to be replayed.
How do you do that? How do you even do that?
They send the wrong playlist now, it happens now.
Well, that happens, right?
DJ mishap.
So yeah, Mauritania versus Gambia kicked off on a very funny note. The national anthem ritual that was supposed to be played, Mauritania's national anthem, they played the wrong one for them. And then they begged them, please, players, sing out your national anthem by yourself. We won't be able to play it from the sound system of the stadium. They were talking to themselves. I don't even know if all of them know their national anthem because it's very new. 2017, they just formed it. But then, they couldn't play it, and then the captain was like, you know what, let's just move on, let's just play.
So the match started, and bear in mind that this is Gambia's debut in the competition.
Debut in the competition.
Never bought Afcon before.
Debut in the competition.
And they got the W. Jallo scored a crazy goal, left-footed strike into the top corner. A goal good enough to win any game, but to win your debut in the competition, like, that's just something to be proud of. So yeah, shout out Jallo.
Definitely something to be proud of for the Gambia squad. And Mauritania as well. They just made their own debut recently in Afcon. They played in 2019, their first competition ever. Okay, let us move on from Afcon now. Amazing stuff happening all over the country of Cameroon, in Omele, in Limbe. It is interesting to see, but there's still that little bit of, why are there not so many goals? What's happening?
Yeah, man. It's an under 2.5 tournament, man.
It's an under 2.5. That's
like everything is KG.
That's one for your...
if you're into those type of things,
that's one for it's under 2.5, under 1.5 safe, and you're good. But let us move on now to the EFL, where Chelsea and Tottenham played, and Chelsea did the business.
Yeah, second leg of the EFL semi-final, Chelsea versus Tottenham. Antonio Rudiger got the goal. Every time I see Rudiger, I just feel like he's been playing the Afcon, man, but that's a conversation for another day.
Is he?
Yes, on Sierra Leone now. Since celebrating the W, he was a proud Sierra Leonean.
True that.
So yeah, he got the goal. Chelsea 3-0 up, both legs. It was pretty easy, like was expected.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Was never really in doubt.
Pretty straightforward. Chelsea did the business, and I think from that point, I want to take us a little bit behind to FA Cup, Aston Villa versus Manchester United. I just had to do that. It was interesting to see Manchester United. They played well first half. They didn't really do well second half.
Even that played well. They pinch of salt. So
no, they played well first half.
Villa were all over them, man. My boy Steven Gerrard has his team playing in a way that Rangnick hasn't gotten Manchester United playing. Like,
true that. That's
Manchester United still look like Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know what's wrong because they brought in again pressing, the teacher of club, the teacher of Tuchel, but on the pitch he's still looking like Solskjaer. No, I'm
not going to allow you to throw shit. I'm not even going to listen to that. Anyway, there's a replay of that game happening in the EPL. Aston Villa at home against Manchester United.
Coutinho should be back, so look out for that.
Coutinho will be there. Actually signed on loan, so he should be there. He should be there and available. I think he had to wait for his COVID thing. Let us move on to the EFL semi-final that will happen tonight. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Who are you tipping to win that one?
That's an easy question. Liverpool versus Arsenal, we're at Anfield, so you know the vibe. Arsenal fans saying that we're scared of them faking COVID results because of Arsenal.
Yes, there's that.
Arsenal.
There's that. That's one story that I think we should touch on. Liverpool we're hearing that Liverpool are being investigated for having
Oh no.
faked.
That was
No,
just
that's
a
what happened.
rumor. The petty clubs tried to say that one, but yeah, we're beating the case now.
Let the
We're all
agenda
good.
agenda. We're hearing that Liverpool are being investigated for actually employing
An independent body.
independent body to give them fake COVID results,
To
and
dump Arsenal?
that's what led to the postponement of
You
this
said
game.
think about it now. Arsenal.
Bruh, it's very possible.
I will see tonight now.
Let me tell you,
Free smoke.
Low-key, Manchester City did it last season, December. They
Oh, no,
did it
let's not get into
to
Manchester.
get an amazing, an extended break, and they were able to, to pick it up from there. Another thing I think I want us to talk about is the Spanish Super Cup. Fifth straight win in the El Clasico for Real Madrid. They defeated Barcelona 3-2, and it was interesting to see the young guns in Real Madrid doing the madness.
Yeah, Madrid are back. Benzema and Vinicius still doing their thing. Like Vinicius is just going from strength to strength, and yeah, it's great to see.
To just quickly wrap things up, I think we should do quick predictions of the games that we're expecting to see. But before that, a quick update on the Novak Djokovic situation in tennis, right? He put out a statement on Instagram talking about how he made some mistakes in his COVID visa application, yada, yada, yada. The court ruled that he should be allowed to stay, yada, yada, yada. And then we're hearing that the competition is going to start in a few days, and we're hearing that the minister might still revoke his visa. So he might be sent packing from Australia just before the competition starts. We're keeping our ears peeled for that one. But now, moving on to the predictions that we have for today. On Friday, Liverpool versus Arsenal, you're already pitching for Liverpool. That's biased. I don't know why you're doing that.
We'll be back here to discuss it now.
I mean, Liverpool have many of their players. Salah, Mane,
Jota got it.
they're using small boys.
Jota, Firmino got it.
Well, Jota, Firmino got it. On Friday as well, we have Senegal versus Guinea in the Afcon. Who are you tipping for that
I'm
one?
going to go Senegal for that.
Yeah, kind of looks like it. Another game that I think very, very interesting that will be happening on Friday in the Afcon, Gabon versus Ghana. Aubameyang's Gabon. Aubameyang is not playing in Gabon. Unfortunately. What do you think about that one?
I'm going to go Ghana.
Ghana,
Ghana
okay.
have a point to prove. Their first game didn't go that well.
Okay, then moving on to Saturday, we have Aston Villa versus Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea take on each other, Nigeria and Sudan, Egypt versus Guinea-Bissau.
I think Aston Villa are beating Manchester United. I feel like they stumbled upon the formula, the goals just didn't come.
Come out your mind just now.
We go see now.
Come out your mind just now. Moving on from that, on Sunday, we have Arsenal and Tottenham, the North London derby.
No, but wait, the Nigeria game first of all. I think Nigeria are going to win, as in Nigeria are looking good. Like, I'm backing the Super Eagles.
Yeah,
like,
they gave Nigerians a lot of
however it
confidence.
ends, I'm riding with Super Eagles this year.
True that. Nigeria, Sudan.
But yeah, that North London derby, I'm going to go Tottenham for that game.
Tottenham, okay.
Tottenham.
Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone.
Ivory Coast for sure.
Algeria, Equatorial Guinea.
Algeria for sure.
And that brings us to the end of it. Time flies by, they say, when you're having fun. I had fun on the episode today. My name is Tele.
My name is Shopsy.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Like, subscribe, all that nice stuff.
Peace.